Canada's first food bank, Edmonton's Food Bank, opened in 1981. Originally known as the Gleaners Association, and, like the Daily Bread Food Bank, which opened in Toronto in 1984, Canada's largest, was meant only as a temporary measure. Its original intent was to use up close to expiry date and edible fresh foods that were at that time just being wasted. Ironically, to glean means to carefully pick harvest, and with very little actual fresh food going out of our food banks these days, it would certainly seem a misnomer. Although collectively, across Canada, food bank associations spend millions of dollars a year buying product to give to users. Corporations, in fact, account for 80% of all food bank donations. I feel if corporations were just to pay their employees a little more, and if our government were to take care of those in need a little more, we could actually eliminate food banks. At any rate, the whole thing has inspired a group of food bank volunteers to sing about it, and a growing number of followers. People across the country are being inspired. Sing for your supper. Too many people just don't have enough to eat. Food banks were meant to be just for emergencies.
Want people to have food and dignity. Must be 50 ways to close the food banks.
As volunteers, it's not our way to advocate.
But we're getting older and afraid it's getting late.
I've spent 20 years waiting for someone to legislate a law that puts an end to all the food banks.
There must be
50 ways to close the food bank.
Just raise rates, hate, build affordable homes, Joan, equity for all, Paul, end poverty.
Lower fares on the bus, Gus.
You don't have to discuss much!
Cut the stupid rules, Suze, and set us all free. Keep the corporate tax max, create good jobs, Bob. Stop all the clawbacks and poverty. Just lower the rent, Kent. Pay a higher wage raise. Take care of the kids, Sid, and set us all free.
Poverty is not a thing you went through. Charity, though volunteers are kind and give their time for free, it's about
the gap between the rich and poor.
You see?
which can be fixed in 50 ways.
So if you think you're stuck and haven't got a choice,
you can call your MPP and make a little noise.
Tell them all you've had it with their poor excuse and say,
there must be 50 ways to close the food banks.
50 ways to close the food banks.
Just raise rates, hate, build affordable homes, Joan, equity for all, Paul, end poverty. Lower fares on the bus, Gus. No need to discuss much. Cut the stupid rules, Suze, and set us all free. Keep the corporate tax max. Create good jobs, Bob. Stop all the clawbacks and poverty. Just lower the rent, Kent. Pay a higher wage raise. Take care of the kids, Sid, and set us all free.
excellent.
This pie brought to you by the Food Network, York Region Food Network, putting fresh food on your table.